It's Child Passenger Safety Week, and we're here at the Friendswood Fire Station, and today we're partnering up with the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, and we're gonna show you like what we're going through to make sure that our kids are secure, they're in the right car seats, and everything's fitting correctly. We got a brand new van, and we just wanna make sure that they're safe, they're secure. Kristen's gonna help us out. She's going to walk us through and make sure all the kids are fitting correctly in their car seats, and we're just gonna take you along through the process.
Hi, my name is Kristen Beckworth. I work at Texas Children's Hospital in Houston, Texas, and I am a certified child passenger safety technician. Hi, how are you?
I'm Adam.
Adam, I'm Kristen. I'll be your car seat technician today.
And this is Riley.
Hi, Riley. How are you? Can I get a high five? Awesome. The first thing I want to do is weigh and measure Riley if I can, so we can get a good height and weight on her.
Okay.
So if she's willing to.
You wanna come get on the scale?
Riley, can you come stand
Let's
on
see
my
how much
scale
you weigh,
for me?
right?
Let's see how much you weigh, big girl. All right, you're about 31 pounds, maybe 32. All right, thank you, sweetie. Let's see how tall you are.
Let's see how tall you are. We're gonna get
Let's
that
see
big
how
ruler.
tall you are.
Yes.
Can you step down? Oop, about 38 inches, 37, 38. Thank you very much. So now that we know how much she weighs and how tall she is, what we're gonna do is just come over to the side of your seat.
Okay.
And we're gonna look at the height and weight limits of the particular seat that you're using. This particular seat tells us that we can use it with a child who's between 5 and 80 pounds, she's 31, or whose height is below 57 inches, and she's 37 inches. So
we're
perfect
good
for her height and weight, so
Okay.
seat's easy for us to use.
Awesome.
So next what we're gonna do is just make sure that her harness is appropriate for her. So a couple features of the seat, see this button right here? This allows me to loosen her harness. So I hold that up and I just pull the harness towards me, and you see that it automatically gives me slack in the harness. Likewise, I have my front end adjuster, so my strap here, I can tug here and it tightens everything up. Riley, are you ready to check out your seat?
You ready to sit in it? Let's sit in it.
Good job, big girl. So you'll notice here, right at her shoulder, we want to make sure that our harness slots are at her shoulder or slightly above, not below. Here,
I think if we went any lower, they would be
way below. Correct.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
the role of that is that if you're in a crash, those harness slots are able to restrain the child and help keep her in the seat. So you want to make sure that they're above the shoulders and not below when she's forward facing. Riley, if you'll hop out of the seat really quickly.
All right, come see Daddy.
I'm going to show you, as she gets taller and you do feel like you need to change them, I'm going to show you how to do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is just give myself a little slack like we've been talking about in the harness. And then right here on the back, you would just pull these harnesses off of this metal plate.
And these just go through the back?
Correct, you just slide it right through the back. Pull them off. I usually tell parents do one at a time, but in this case, you can undo them both at the same time. And we would just pick the only other harness slot you have is this one here.
Yeah.
So you would feed it through to the front, turn it around. I'll pull that one out. I would pick my new slot, feed it through back to the back, but we've already established that we're in a good place. So we would just feed it through the back of the seat, and then we would reattach it to our plate. So Riley, if you would, go ahead and have a seat one more time for me, please.
Take a seat, Rye.
Thank you so much. We're gonna put a harness over each shoulder. Perfect, and your crotch buckle looks perfect based on the manufacturer's recommendations. So you see how loose this is? You see how I can fold this over, and in fact, it would slip off of her shoulders in a crash?
Yeah.
We're gonna pull our adjustment strap. And so often parents will ask, how do we know if that harness is tight enough, if it's hurting our children? We recommend the pinch test. So you're gonna take your thumb and index finger, and we're just gonna try not to pinch any webbing here on her shoulders. Whereas before you could see that I was able to,
Are you ticklish?
I was able to double it over. So it passes the pinch test. And then the last question is, where is this chest clip or retainer clip? What we want is that it's at the child's armpit level.
Okay.
We don't want it down below on their abdomen, because in a crash what happens is it compresses in, and you don't want it compressing on the organs that are in the abdomen.
Okay.
So we want to make sure we slide it up, armpit level, perfect, and then we pass the pinch test here.
Excellent.
You look great, Riley. High five. Good job, awesome. Okay, well, let's take her out, and then we'll talk about how to install the seat in your vehicle.
A birdie, Mommy!
No, that's a light.
Mommy, this is a light.
We're gonna put our seat inside the vehicle. We're actually gonna raise your seat up. Perfect. So what the top tether does is it just helps stabilize the top part of their car seat. And really in a crash, what it does is prevent kind of forward head movement by the child's head in the front of the seat. So as adults, we kind of get whiplash when we go forward. We want to kind of prevent that by helping to stabilize the top part of these car seats. So we're going to go under the headrest and over to the back of the seat.
Okay.
Top tether is listed back here. We used our latch manual, or in this case, a vehicle owner's manual, to know where our top tether anchors are located in the vehicle. Thank you very much.
Just gotta muscle it,
Yep.
I think.
Okay, perfect. Do that, and we're just gonna go over and under. Perfect, thank you very much. So we're gonna put our seat here, and all I'm gonna do now is just take my seat belt. We said we're gonna use seat belt method. This particular seat, they give you some little openings here with Velcro. So we're gonna open that to make it easier, you got it, to put our hand through.
Ah.
So you're not struggling?
I've been shoving my hand through there.
Yeah. That's a nice feature of this seat. So then I'm gonna keep my seat belt nice and flat, kind of nice and straight, not twisted, and I'm gonna bring it through what we call the seatbelt path. So I'm gonna bring it through, and I'm gonna hand it over to you if you will grab it on your side and bring it through the rest of the way.
Got it.
Perfect. Making sure we're keeping it straight, and buckle it for me, please. Perfect. Now, have you ever been in a car crash or ever slammed on your brakes and felt that shoulder belt kind of lock or tighten on your chest? So seat belts are supposed to lock in an emergency, sudden braking or a car crash. But for car seats, we never know when someone might be driving crazy out here on the roads and a crash may happen. So you want to make sure we lock this in advance. So the way that we do that is we pull the seat belt all the way out.
Okay.
So you can't pull it anymore. You kind of hear a ratcheting noise. You see the tension in the seat belt nice and locked, versus this one over here that's still moving freely. I'm just going to put some weight in the seat where the baby's bottom would go. And you got it. We're just going to pull the slack out. You've done this before. Pulling the slack out of the seat belt. Perfect. We've got it in here nice and tight. It should not move more than an inch left to right or front to back here at the seatbelt path, so you can see it's installed nice and tightly. And just to top off our installation, we're gonna come here to the back.
You know, with this seat, we can actually see what we're doing.
Oh,
Spin this around.
swivel.
Watch out, girls.
Okay, and just hook it there, perfect. It's a nice tight connect. I heard that positive click, wonderful. And you see that it's nice and tight. All the slack is pretty much out of there, but if it wasn't, we would remove some of the excess slack here on the side by tugging. And that's a complete installation. If you have any more questions, you can go to NHTSA, that's nhtsa.gov/the right seat, and they can answer any of your questions and also connect you with another local car seat technician should you need to see one.
Perfect. Perfect.
Like this.
We're very glad that we came out today and walked through the car seats with Kristen. There was actually a few things that were pretty eye-opening. You know, we're glad that, you know, our kids are going to be safe in this vehicle. They're safe in their car seats, and it was a good day.